These animals exist. Evolution did not have to go this far. It did anyway. Tardigrades are microscopic animals less than a millimeter long. When conditions become lethal, extreme cold, extreme heat, vacuum, ionizing radiation, total desiccation, they enter a state called cryptobiosis. All metabolic processes stop, water is replaced by a glass-like sugar, and the animal effectively pauses. In this state, tardigrades have survived exposure to open space, temperatures near absolute zero, radiation doses more than 1,000 times the lethal threshold for humans, and pressures 6 times deeper than the deepest ocean trench. When conditions improve, they simply resume. No other animal does this. Mimic octopuses were first documented in 1998. They can impersonate more than 15 different species, including lionfish, flatfish, and sea snakes, by reshaping their body, changing color, and altering their swimming pattern to match each animal's silhouette and movement. They select which species to mimic based on what predator is present. Near damselfish, they impersonate the banded sea snake, which specifically preys on damselfish. No other known animal makes active decisions about which species to imitate based on context. Electric eels are not eels. They are a species of knifefish, and roughly 80% of their body consists of electricity-generating cells called electrocytes. They can produce 600-volt discharges. More unusually, when hunting, they emit a low-voltage pulse that triggers involuntary muscle contractions in hidden prey, effectively remote controlling the prey animal's body to make it twitch and reveal its location. They can also rear up out of the water to press against a land-based threat, increasing the shock delivered to it by using the animal's body as a conductor. The immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, is the only known animal that can reverse its entire life cycle. After reaching sexual maturity, it can revert to its juvenile polyp stage, then mature again, repeatedly, indefinitely. The process, called transdifferentiation, converts one type of cell into another without passing through stem cells. Under stress or injury, the adult form simply undoes its own development. No maximum lifespan has been established because it is not clear one exists. Greenland sharks live in the Arctic and North Atlantic at depths up to 2,200 meters. They are among the slowest fish alive, moving at roughly 1.2 kilometers per hour. Their flesh is toxic, saturated with trimethylamine oxide and urea, which must be fermented and dried for months before the meat becomes safe to eat. Most Greenland sharks are functionally blind due to a parasitic copepod that attaches permanently to each eye. Radiocarbon dating of their eye lenses, which contain tissue formed at birth, has returned ages of up to 392 years, making them the longest-lived vertebrates on Earth. Sea cucumbers are echinoderms that, when threatened, expel their internal organs, stomach, respiratory tree, intestines, through their body wall at the attacker. The organs are sticky, sometimes toxic, and can entangle or immobilize a predator. The sea cucumber then regenerates its entire digestive system within weeks. Some species also liquefy their body wall to squeeze through gaps 1/10 their normal diameter, then resolidify on the other side. The underlying mechanism, mutating connective tissue that can go from rigid to fluid on demand, is under active research for biomedical applications. Bombardier beetles carry 2 separate chemical reservoirs inside their abdomen. When threatened, they mix the contents, hydrogen peroxide and hydroquinone, in a reinforced reaction chamber where a catalyst triggers rapid decomposition. The result is a boiling chemical spray, released at 100 degrees Celsius, that can be pulsed up to 500 times per second and aimed in any direction using a flexible tip. The entire mechanism is internal. The beetle synthesizes its own reactants and controls the pulse rate with muscular valves. The spray has been documented repelling frogs, spiders, and ants, and can cause skin blistering in humans. Hydra are freshwater animals about a centimeter long. They do not appear to age, cells are continuously replaced by stem cells, and studies tracking Hydra over 4 years found no increase in mortality rate with time. When a hydra is cut into pieces, each fragment regenerates into a complete animal, head, foot, body column, and tentacles, within days. The gradient of signaling proteins that defines which end becomes the head and which becomes the foot is re-established from scratch in each fragment. Hydra are used as a model organism for studying biological immortality because unlike most animals, there is no evidence of programmed senescence. The ironclad beetle can survive being run over by a car. Its exoskeleton is composed of interlocking jigsaw-shaped puzzle pieces across the elytra, the hardened wing covers, and a series of lateral plates that compress rather than shatter under load. Testing found the beetle can withstand compressive forces of 149 newtons, approximately 39,000 times its own body weight. When researchers at UC Irvine analyzed the joint geometry, they used it to develop a new type of aerospace fastener that joins to similar materials, carbon fiber to aluminum, without cracking under stress. The beetle cannot fly. Its wings are fused shut beneath the armor. 9 animals that evolution had no obvious reason to build. It built them anyway. Tomorrow's is the animal that breaks a rule most people didn't know existed. This channel posts a new animal fact video every day. Hit follow so you don't miss the next one.